Hey guys, Tim here, aka FC Fan21, and yeah, kind of not that great news. Um, I had both my World Tower Draft League quarterfinals and my uh, MBA Week 6, I believe, match on Sunday evening, and yeah, this weekend has been a complete mess for me. So instead of going for the two vids, I have decided to combine them and yeah, just be done with it instead of making two different videos and uploading them um, separately. This is just a bit less time consuming for me. So um, yeah, basically I was going to play Quasi on Saturday evening, so I had all the time that I needed basically, but I ended up coming home way later than I anticipated. So the time was already, yeah, I didn't really have much time left before going to bed. And I came home to Melissa not feeling all that well. So Kwasi was nice enough to yeah, postpone our game to Sunday. And Sunday was just a complete train wreck for my, I feel like. So yeah, yeah, again, I didn't really have the time nor the energy to really make a team build, record a team builder, and go through all the regular motions. So yeah, basically I have for this battle choice specs Darkrai, loaded dice Mamoswine with Trailblaze, Max Fizzdev Bramblegas, Max Fizzdev Rotom Wash, Heatproof Bronzong, that's specially defensive, and Expert Belt Infernape with 4 attacking moves. So yeah, let's just go over the battle. Yeah, Quasi already going full playoffs mood. So according to the calcs, I would live a Magma Storm from Heatran. So I was like, okay, I feel safe going for a Trailblaze. And yeah, not realizing that Flash Cannon was also an option. So I already started greatly to this battle. Yeah, so already on the back foot turn 1, that liquidation drop sucked, but yeah. And the Hydro Mist sucked even more, because otherwise Excavator was probably gone. I've seen Mold Breaker, so that was why I switched, because I know Mold Breaker goes through Levitate, and that's why Grim Shady is very important to me, because otherwise his here Excavator would run rampant through my team. So Rotom Wash lose knockoff his lefties, but Willow connects, and yeah, that's after the strength set. The Alolan Muk didn't do much against me. Yeah, knockoff clears my expert belt, and that Araquanid was very annoying. I found out pretty early in the match that it is Choice Banded. So Scarf T-Wave, very interesting, and I expected him to Terra into Ghost type, but he didn't. So just a bad read from me. Yeah, Rotom Wash comes in, and I don't have Pain Split on this, but I do quite a bit of damage with Hydro Pump. So basically I need to hit my Hydro to get rid of it, but he has Shadow Sneak, so. But Infernape is an easy revenge kill. Even with him having Shadow Sneak, it burns, so it doesn't do that much. Bramblegast comes in, Leech Life does do quite a big amount of damage. But because he's banded, Strength Sap can just heal me back up almost completely. And another para, which is amazing. Yeah, Fire Blast misses Bronzong. And here he noticed I'm heat proof, so I take that pretty well. EQ with Shaka doesn't do that much, especially not against a Raquanit. And here comes the biggest hex, the crit. Because of the para, I can't live another one. Because otherwise I would have clicked Strength Sap and yeah, go back to almost full health, but not sure. At least I would have easily lived one, and yeah, without the crit I would have lived another one, so kinda sucked there as well. Dark Pulse does a big amount of damage because of the specs, but I had to switch there because of close combat. If I still had my Bramblegast, I could have switched that in, but late game rocks, because why not? Maybe I can force a whatchamacallit. I went for the prediction here. I was expecting the Iron Hands because he had already seen the Dark Pulse, which is neutrally and stab against everything. So I was like, okay, maybe he goes for the Psychic, but yeah, that was just the final nail in the coffin, because he can Rapid Spin now, and yeah, he outspeeds and kills basically everything. Well, the Brick Break, I was expecting an EQ, and yeah, but still a 3-0. Kinda have to bank on Dark Pulse flinches, but I don't get one, so losing 3-0. Given the headspace I was in, 3-0 even is very generous to me, because I made a lot of bad plays. Mainly the first turn Memo Sack, basically. The prediction with Bramblegast versus the Porygon was too wild. I don't think I had to go for the the Poltergeist. Power Whip would have sufficed to just deal big damage and basically leave it for a sack. But yeah, again, good game for Quasi. Thanks again for postponing the game to the Sunday. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it anymore, because I don't want to sound salty about it, because yeah, Quasi did deserve the win. I made some bad plays, and yeah, that's just it. The other game I had on Sunday was again, I think it's week 6 in the MBA. I'm playing against Royal Slave, the number 1 right now in the rankings. I brought Expert Belt Zacian, I believe, with 4 attacking moves, Scarfed Crocodile with Moxie, Heatran with, I believe, Leftovers and Max Special Defense, I want to say, second Scarfer in Annihilate, a funky Mew set, specially made for the Koraidon, and Specs Thunderous Therian. So Cyclozar against Mew as a start. He taunts me, so I can't go for Dragon Dance, but I just went for raw Triple Axel with Terra Ice, and believe it or not, I have the luck that I hit all 3. So against Koraidon, I know I'm not fast enough, so I switch into Annihilate, knowing I'll be faster because of the Scarf, and Collision Course is not doing anything against me. So I have Drain Punch, I have Ice Punch, I have Rage Fist, and I had another move, not a U-turn, I believe. So I was expecting him to switch out, not being able to do all that much against Annihilate. So I U-turn. I got a crit, but that does not really matter, I believe. But he goes for Substitute. If I went for Ice Punch, this thing would have been in a very bad position, but yeah, I make a misplay. And that cost me not only my Thunder Rest, but Ice Punch breaks through his Substitute and I lose my Annihilate as well. So I have to go to Crook. He switched out into Claydol. Crunch may or may not have been enough, but I didn't want to take the risk, so I had to Earthquake. And yeah, I switch out back into Mew. He goes for Stealth Rocks. I set up a Dragon Dance, and he goes for the Toxic that misses. And Triple Axel again. I mean, clearly 3 hits would have done it, but not that lucky again, apparently. But another Darkest Lariat will finish the job. He goes into his King Gambit. I don't switch out and he goes for Sucker. I live and the Earthquake does not do enough damage and I go down to the Toxic. Heatran tanks the knockoff, and if I went for Flash Cannon there, I think the Gambit would have fallen, but I for some reason wanted to go for Stealth Rocks, so yeah, down goes that. Switching into Crook. Koraidon comes in as a sack. I go, I believe, for Earthquake, yes, and get the Moxie boost, which is nice. So Lunala comes in, and Earthquake is not enough to kill it, and the Willow. And because of Willow, I make the stupid play of not switching into Zacian, because I'm scared of the Willow burn. Moonlight does more because of the sun, because the sun is up. So finally I switch into Zacian, but he can get up back to full. And yeah, Crunch, because of Colbur and Shadow Shield, won't take it out. And Willow just, yeah, that's GG, I already knew it. So I am going to lose 2-0 to him. Close combat is never enough, and especially not with Colbur. And with the defense drop, Iron Barbs and Gyro Ball, I go down. Crocodile in the 1v1 can't kill both, especially not burns, so Gyro Ball does not take me out. But yeah, another Earthquake will not take him out, and yeah, I go down there. So 2-0. Could have been worse, but still not great. I made some decent sets, I believe, and I, yeah, could have gotten more out of it, but again, it is what it is in this situation. I was, this was after the quarterfinals, and I was already in a bit of a bad space in my head, so yeah, I don't want to waste your time anymore with more negativity. So yeah, I am out of the playoffs for the Burn Tower Draft League, and I will be competing in Raikou Division next season. And I think I am pretty much out of the race for the MBA playoffs. So yeah, I have one last tournament I will make videos for, but I do have a surprise coming out, I hope tomorrow on Tuesday, but yeah, I have to see when I have time to record everything and show you what I mean with it. But yeah, you will see hopefully tomorrow. At least thank you all for watching, and I hope you at least kind of enjoyed it. And yeah, hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye!